Good morning, my people. Good morning, my people. Yeah, my subscribers. Telemon. Telemon. Okay. Um, how are you guys? How are you guys? How are you guys? How are you guys? Thank you. Eh, but from all of this, yeah, the market was really just giving you red flags, red flags. It was like showing us that, hey, I'm gathering liquidity here. You see that? So meaning the whole week from Monday until when Tuesday, it was only just what generating liquidity. So remember in one of the videos, what I really wanted was what I wanted to see price take out liquidity and head to the downside and use that this fair value as a rock climber to push CPI to the buy side. But at the end of the day, what I saw here, I saw that no man kept on giving me relative equal highs. So it means that it was generating liquidity this whole entire time. So when it opened on Wednesday, I'm gonna show you. When it opened on Wednesday, kind of like went a little bit up, also created what? Generated liquidity. Look at the body. Generated liquidity. Generated liquidity. Made it as if like it's falling. Then you test, take out liquidity. Then after taking out liquidity, that's when CPI started to draw price to the downside. So they use CPI, right, to manipulate price and take out all the liquidity below. Because remember, if if Nasdaq really wants to start buying, it has to take out what liquidity for it to start. But remember, we are currently in the daily in this range here, inside this range, right? And where are we? We are in the discount. We currently were at the discount below 50%. So look at the market what it did. Played around, right? Played around premium. Went to buy, went to sell at premium to the discount, kind of played and played in the midpoint of this entire range here. Kind of played, generated liquidity. You see that? Kind of went up, took out, purged this liquidity pool here, and went for this liquidity zone here and generated more liquidity here. You see that? And if you can look at the body, if you can look at the body, this was the entire move of CPI. Went straight for liquidity. Went there, then closed inside this fair value, this inversion fair value gap that I was talking about. It opened again, kind of like played, and still closed inside this fair value gap. So now, what I would say is what? It's a retracement because now it created a lot of liquidity pools here. There's a lot of people who are thinking, okay, this is a support area, this is support, right? And there are those who entered as well. There are those who entered and took where their stop losses were below this lows here. This is where they are what? There are those who entered here for the high, right? The buy side and kind of like consolidated swing traders, or let me say, return to this area here. They did like what? Support. But what is it really like doing? It's generating liquidity. Generating. So now I would expect to see what? Does the market react into this fair value? Right? So maybe today is Thursday. I want to see does it react into this fair value and purge this whole liquidity pool here exactly like how we did here. I want to see, does it do the same thing here? You understand? If you can go to 15 minutes time frame, look at that. Just right after purging liquidity, CPI did what? Just shut down. It did not even need to go up and take out liquidity because this candle did the job before. Liquidity was paid there. I think it was 1 minute to 1 minute to, yeah. I think that the trade that I entered, I traded the page, right? Then I let CPI do its own thing. So now, if you can just check for expectation. So today we have what? Today's Thursday. We have used also the 880, right? So what might they do? That I want to see. They could use the 830 news to take out this entire liquidity pool. I'm not saying they will. I'm saying they might use. They use this 880 news to what? Purge this liquidity pool here. This 880 news here. They might use it to do what? To purge this liquidity pool. Then does it fill this fair value and return to this liquidity pool or what? That these 2 days are gonna tell me if next week we wanna like continue to the buy side or continue seeking liquidity on the sell side of the market. Because as if you can see, there's this one as well. There's also sell stops here. So there are also sell stops here. So the market might use it to what, take out this liquidity pool and the sell stops. But I wouldn't really want this to be broken with displacement. Because if that happens and it closes below this daily sell side liquidity, that means that the market might want to continue to the sell side, right? Because what are these two things? These are relative equal lows here, right? These are relative equal lows. There's also liquidity push, so there's a lot of liquidity resting below here. So I believe that there might be the 830 news to take out all this liquidity, to take out all of this liquidity, but I'm not saying they will. This is just my personal opinion. This is just my personal opinion. So now I wanna see, does it feel this fair value? Does it feel this sell side imbalance? They use this fair value to price to the downside and take out all this liquidity that is going to invest below. I don't know. It might happen, it might not happen. Shoot my right. So yeah, I think that's it. Just have to wanna wait and see, does it take out this entire liquidity pool here inside this fair value and use this fair value here to push to the downside and take out all this. I don't know. It might happen. But I'm gonna show you why I traded it. The reason I took a buy here, because I saw when he did this, it was a confirmation for me that this is just a liquidity pool that was being generated. That means that before CPI can go down, it has to purge this entire liquidity pool Then when CPI opens, it does not need to go up. It just goes straight for liquidity. You understand? So that's why I took a buy here. Because I saw that for me, that if I wanted to take a sell, let me just go to my 15. If I wanted to take a sell, yeah, the range was too much for me to hold. Remember, this is Nasdaq, this entire movie, this is like around like 50, yeah, I think around 50 pips or so. Let me see. Short. Let me say if I wanted to sell in on this low here, then that means I'll be risking how much? Imagine over 60 pips. That's too much for me to let this grow, like to let this like move take place. Maybe I would have put my stop loss above this this uh this breaker. But for me, the range was just too much. You understand? I'm putting you in a scenario whereby you are trading using a small account. So that means this CPI wasn't yours to trade, but this entire move here it gave you less risk and you could have made money even if you didn't trade CPI. So the idea is sometimes you don't need to trade CPI. Sometimes you need to trade what the algorithm is pushing for. So here the algorithm was pushing for what? For liquidity, the buy side liquidity. So I was trading that liquidity. I was trading with the what? With the algorithm to take out this entire liquidity pool so that they can shoot down. So yeah, cheers.